This is the Mood Booster, the home of well-being.
The place where you can find joy in the everyday.
So, Marcus, talk to me about the pillars and the values and why it's important that we actually have them.
The pillars of what we do, the Mood Booster, are fundamental, and we both believe that having pillars is so important. It allows not only us to know what we're doing and lead with intention for other people, but it importantly allows us to be guided in every decision we make and stay true to who we are, what we want to do, and to our mission.
Exactly. I actually like that bit. You know, if we do something or we speak to someone or whatever it is with what we're trying to do, if it doesn't feel right, we can go back to our values or our pillars and make sure that, hey, is this like aligned? Is this what we're wanting?
Exactly that.
Speaking of, what are our values, do you think?
Well, so our 4 pillars, we have 4 of them. We've got community and connection.
So speaking with people, introspection and inspiration.
We do indeed.
Yeah, we also got presence and gratitude, so being in the here and now.
We also have wellbeing and joy.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Should we get into them?
I think we should.
Nice.
Let's go.
So, community and connection. What does it mean to you?
To me, community is surrounding yourself, simply put, surrounding yourself with people who align with your values and not feeling bad for saying no to certain people, I think, as well. It's, at least for me. What about you? Community and connection.
Community and connection, well, all of our pillars are interlinked, and I think the joy, for me, is so interlinked with community and connection. I'm not a solo player. I like being in a pack. I like sharing experiences with people, and I feel life is so much more enriched as part of a community and with a person or with people.
It's also interesting. I think your memories, or at least my memories, are so much stronger when I'm being with people who I love and enjoy being around as well.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the same as if you want to take a picture as well of a place. It only really adds value if the people are in the picture as well.
Yeah.
Like for me, if I go to anywhere, just taking a picture of a flower or a tree, it's nice, but if I can get the tree with someone who I know in it as well, it just adds so much more to the picture. It's just, having people there and around you, it just adds so much as well. And I know it's so much of what we look for. There was a memory of one of our street interviews that we were doing. Do you remember? I was in a foul mood. I think it was just, the day had been hard. I was so tired, and we went and did a street interview, and just hearing how everyone opens up so amazingly to 2 random strangers and just connect with us as well, that just genuinely, I left feeling like I had more energy, like I was happier, even though I had done more as well. You would think, oh, speaking to people, you'd be even more tired. It was the opposite. It's just boosted my mood.
Yeah. I think it's so true, but it's one of those things that's a fleeting person that you'll just see once in a lifetime. But it just shows even the most fleeting of interaction, there's still a connection there and still something that you can either learn or grow from or be enriched by. So that person boosted your mood and made you happy. But I think you can, whether it's your soulmate or whether it's someone you meet once and never see again, you can learn so much from that human connection, and I truly believe that, and it's so why it's so important to give value to every person that you interact with and meet.
Completely agree.
And why it's so important to us.
I mean, if I hadn't reached out and joined a community, we wouldn't be here right now.
Exactly.
So I think if that's not a prime example of how this all stems from opportunities which you get when you're with people as well, it just happens. I know we've shared so many stories of when we've reached out to people or when we've said yes to someone, whatever it is, it opens up this amazing avenue of so many opportunities. So for us, I think that's why we centre it as one of our core values and our pillars, because community and connecting is all part of what we stand for.
Part of well-being is the people that help bring you up and look after you, because I can't do it myself.
No one can.
Ultimately, we have to look after ourselves, and our health and our mental health comes first, and we can only look after ourselves to a certain extent, but the people around you make it so much more.
Nice one. Cheers.
Oh, that's a nice connection.
There you go. So, Marcus, introspection and inspiration, what does it mean to you?
Well, at the heart of well-being, all you have is your own mind. And yes, we have our community and those people around us, but we also need to look after ourselves. I think to be able to do so, we always need to be looking inward and thinking, what is my state at the moment? How am I doing? What am I thinking about? How is this affecting me or not affecting me? But it also goes with the open-mindedness, from an open-minded perspective, looking inwards and thinking, do I believe this? Have I thought this before? Maybe I should shift my perspective. Maybe I would benefit from that, or, whatever it is, it's always looking inwards to try and be better and to try and reach that state of well-being. And that in doing so, you inspire yourself to be better, and also other people, each other. We're inspiring each other by continually asking ourselves questions and then inspiring other people as well.
I love what you said there about looking inwards. For me, at least, I've seen the biggest growth shift in my own self and my own well-being journey has been when I've looked inwards. As you've said, and as we know, true happiness can only come from within. You can't find it externally, whether it's in other people or whether it's in things or materialistic things. True happiness and true joy can come from within. And so it's really important, and really, it's just great when you're able to sit there honestly with yourself and ask yourself a really good question, saying, if I'm being honest, am I doing this well enough? What am I lacking? What am I missing? What am I happy about? What am I grateful for? It just allows for that sort of self-reflection allows you to know yourself so much better as well, which means that whenever you show up in any sort of domain, you know your true authentic self, which I believe lends itself so much to confidence and true confidence as well.
I think just finally saying that introspection also goes with the well-being and joy of trying to find and feel every emotion, because we go through all of the emotions, and by being introspective we allow ourselves to feel those emotions and really go there. And if we need to sit with some grief or sit with some sadness, that's okay, because it allows us to then truly and wholly feel joy in the most rich way.
It's true, isn't it? Introspection, to you, introspection, is that just being really honest with yourself and asking yourself really good questions and looking inwards, to you, simply put?
I think so, yeah. Just continually thinking, is this actually how I feel? Should I be feeling this way? Not judging myself, but continually sort of critically thinking about my schemas, my thoughts, and really allowing myself to just go there and sit with whatever's happening in my mind. And by doing so, not just sitting with, but actively processing and working on, and doing what I need to look after myself, and then yourself and other people around you, as in, not only myself, but in this instance you and our community. By looking after me, I can look after you, I can look after other people, and likewise for you.
Exactly. It just
really
allows
important.
for that much more greater, as I said, you know yourself well, you know what you know your flaws as well. Everyone has flaws. We're not going to try and sit here and pretend that we don't have flaws. Through having your flaws and knowing them, you can show up so much better.
And we inspire each other and ourselves by doing so.
Exactly.
Lovely.
It's lovely.
Should we sit here?
Look at this.
I know, it's crazy.
Fresh
What's that
air,
here for?
What?
Yeah?
I think so, yeah. Ooh, take a bit of a pew.
Charlie, presence and gratitude. Talk to me.
Presence and gratitude. We always say it, but the moment as of right now is the only thing to actually be real. The future, the past, we always say, are things which our brain conjures up.
We always say it.
We always say it. The only moment that we ever have is right now. So how do we make that moment the best there is? Presence and gratitude, two things which are so interlinked.
Interlinked.
And so yeah, I think for me, presence is just simply about knowing whilst I can hold my future, saying that I have these things that I want and happy with my past. The only real moment is the now, is the here and now. And so how do I let go of my concepts for either the past or the future, and really just sit presently and enjoy right now, because that's all life actually has to offer.
100%.
What do you think?
I think developing on from that, myself, but I know us as a collective society, we spend so long being goal driven, looking to the next thing, whether it's a holiday or your promotion or, I don't know, an achievement in a goal like this, for example, with what we're doing, that we just don't give enough space for actually just being or taking in or soaking in what's amazing right now, here and now, because you get to that goal and you're like, oh, that was really fun along the way. I should have potentially enjoyed that more. And when we're talking about well-being and trying to find the joy in the everyday, I just don't want to spend so long looking for the next thing that I'm not just allowing myself to be present and grateful for what is now and what I have available to me now. And that goes with what you're saying about all I have available to me is now. So I don't want to get to that goal and just think that I've let all of that go without being able to really soak it in and enjoy it.
So true. I mean, as we were literally just saying, with the mood booster being the home of well-being, that's what we're seeking for, is the joy in the everyday, and getting there through whether it's practicing gratitude, what am I grateful for, or practicing being intentional and being present. As these are things that we can so easily do, and that I know when I do it, it brings me so much more joy, because it makes me realize how much I have, the people around me, where I am right now. I've been guilty of it, living in the future, living for 6 months' time, even a year, saying, oh, just when I get that, or when I get that, or whatever it is, or even in the past, saying, if that one thing had changed. Both are concepts in my own mind of my own ego. Whereas if I was just to let go and allow life to flow and sit presently here and be grateful for what I have, it just allows so much more joy to come through. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I think it's even from experience, you know, like whatever it is. I finished the PhD recently, and the whole time of doing the PhD, it was such a goal-driven thing of finish it. And then the whole time when I finished it, I just had a big crash of being like, well, that was really underwhelming, because you're so focused and driven to finishing something that's such a big, momentous occasion. And then you get there and you're like, oh, okay, well, what next? And it's really just trying to reshift that mind frame from what next to actually, this is, again, what is available to me now. So yes, we're not saying don't have goals and don't dream and don't, you know, strive for things and work towards things, but at the same time, don't do that so much to the detriment or the compromise of what you have available to you now.
I think it's that balance of, are you living for the future, or living for these goals, or are you staying present whilst having these goals which you can aim for as well. You can very much have a North Star, it's what we do as well. Whether it's in a goal or in a value, you can have these sort of pointers which you aim for, but it doesn't mean that you don't have to enjoy the now. It doesn't mean that you don't have to sit now and say, yeah, sure, there are places I'd rather be, or I'd rather want to be, but in doing that, you're taking away the possible joy from the now. So letting that go, trusting that whatever path you're on is the right one. And just allowing yourself to feel joy, because I do believe partly of it is a choice of how much, of like how present you can choose to feel, or how grateful you want to feel as well.
Yeah, and I think as with all of the pillars, they are just so overlapping, and the well-being and the joy is kind of the sitting back and being present in that moment and thinking, okay, and the introspection, okay, well, how am I feeling? What is this, you know, eliciting? What is this experience eliciting in me? Is this good? Is this, like, do I want to reflect? And it's by being present and taking in that moment that you kind of allow all of those other things that we're also trying to work towards.
Being in the here and now. That's the only moment to ever exist. So it's the only moment to ever enjoy.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to be here.
What a great moment.
What a great day. Should we go?
These hay bales were here.
I know.
It's
Hey.
lovely.
Hey.
Let's go. So, Marcus, our fourth pillar, well-being and joy. What does it mean to you?
Well-being and joy is kind of like the centre of gravity for everything we do. It's at the forefront of all of the decisions. All of the other pillars kind of feed into well-being and joy. The mood booster is a mission to find joy and find joy in the everyday, find joy in those little moments, and to ultimately look after yourselves and find ways for us to look after each other individually, collectively, and other people. So it's everything that we're doing is about well-being and joy.
It's funny because with joy you often think it's just happiness and chasing the happiness, but at least what we've found is that through allowing the more negative emotions, whether it's anxiety, whatever it is, it actually allows for a much more rounded version of well-being, and it allows joy to be felt so much more, because trying to shut away a certain emotion or a feeling just because it's negative, like anger, we've found that just allowing that to flow, observing it, and almost holding space for these sorts of feelings allows our well-being to be so much greater as well.
It does. Yeah, well-being isn't just being happy, like you say, it's going through all of those different emotions and really feeling what you're supposed to feel, whether that's grief, sadness, elation. We're born and hardwired to have those emotions and those feelings, so let's go through them, process them, talk about them, feel them, so we can get to a place of true happiness and true joy where we're not trying to shut things out or suppress feelings or whatever.
The mood booster is the home of well-being and joy, isn't it? It's the one centre where if one doesn't know quite how to experience joy or what well-being should feel like, the mood booster is the home of that. It's really where we can talk and explain and just
a safe space
to tear these sorts of emotions apart and just analyse them so that we can actually achieve a better well-being, whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally. It's all just one sphere. So having a place like what we're building here and the mission that we're on, just to create the home of well-being and joy, is why it's such an important pillar, I think.
But that's exactly it. So we have well-being at the forefront. The mood booster is the home for well-being and joy, but what's important is all of those pillars that we have, the introspection and inspiration, the being present and the gratitude, the community and connection, all of those come together.
They feed into it.
They marry up and feed into this well-being and joy.
So this journey that we're on, I mean, we're here on an incredible lake. Look at this scenery.
Isn't it lovely?
It's incredible. This whole mission that we're doing, bringing everyone along, spreading this amazing message.
The best.
Well-being and joy.
The most incredible.
I'm joyful.
I am.
I'm joyful.
Well, that's the
I'm
thing.
incredibly happy.
The fact that we are just here, beyond what we're doing and on the daily, we're here making these things happen is all part of the journey, and it's just incredible.
Look at this water.
I think it wants to get jumped in, don't you?
I think we should go for a swim.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Right, let's do it. 3,
It looks
2,
cold.
1.
Wait. It looks cold.
No, let's go. 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Let's go. Oh, it's so cold.
That is actually some vibe.
It's lovely, isn't it? Oh, it's cold. Okay.
Is that a shark?
Breathe. Swim off, man.